Brewer's guitar instruction, and this video is a breakdown of some of the phrases and parts of Jerry Reed's famous song The Claw, and I talk a little bit about Jerry's style. I am actually playing with a flat pick and doing a hybrid style, but I will tell you in the video how that will translate over to a thumb pick with using the fingers. So I hope you enjoy this video and you get something out of it, and good luck learning some of this. Thanks. Okay, on the claw, the first thing we're going to look at is the actual rotation itself. Again, I'm playing with a pick and my fingers versus a thumb pick and the first finger and middle finger, the way Jerry Reed played. So I will try to translate that as well as possible for anyone watching this that plays with their thumb and fingers. First, that's the first thing we're going to look at, which is going from the A7, holding the A7 with your middle finger and the third finger. I'm looking at a 5/4 double pull on third string and second string. Okay, so fifth, fourth, double pull. Then you're going to switch, hit the top string, and hit a second string in a C, first fret. So then I'm going to pull again, then catch a G, this time on the top string, third fret. So 5/4 double pull, and then literally what I'm switching to is from A7 to A minor 7. Then an E, or excuse me, the top string G, A. Okay. After that, and when they hit the A, I'm going to need the A7. So you can hear the A minor 7 switching to A7. Then I'm going to hit a fourth string by itself, which starts our phrase. So right there. E, C, B, A, which is a double pull off, pulling off C to B, B to A, and then an F sharp in the second fret. So F sharp, back to the open A. Okay, so the song goes to a D7 next. So we've just played the last round here. You're going to hit a third string, second fret. That's an A, okay? Then you're going to have a pull off, and then you're going to go back into a D7. So that pull off, F, E, D on the fourth string. Then a B on the fifth string, second fret. And I've still got that same style that Jerry had, 4, 3, and a double pull first and second. Okay, pick, for me that's a pick, pick, and a double pull. So, okay, do that slow. I'm working that pick, pushing through, or you could use your thumb pick, either one. That's over the D7, and we're going to go back to the A, and what's going to pull us there is the lick. Okay, we'll do that one, and the last time is, so we're going to hit the E, pull off CBA, G, and then E. Sometimes I'll hit an F sharp in there too. You can go at that speed, you can walk all the way down into it to get to the E chord. But that's an E7. 6, 4, double pull 3 and 2 with the middle and third finger on the right hand. And then all of a sudden the pinky on the left hand reaches up and gets the 4th fret which is a G sharp. So 6, 4, double pull, back to 6, and then another working your way back through it. Okay, it's a triplet actually, action that's happening there. Then to a D7 chord. And then to a D7 right there. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the phrase itself that leads you into each part of the song. Right there. Let's look at just that piece right there. 3rd string, 2nd fret. There's a lot of sliding, and you're trying to get the most out of each string, and you're hammering on if you can, sliding if you can, doing less work with the right hand if possible. You can even hear me, I'm really striking that one time with the pick and then letting the finger do the rest. Now I've got very low action on this guitar, and so I'm able to do that. If you have a guitar that doesn't have very low action, you may have to actually pick those notes more to get that type of attack and get that sound. See, even that, the 2nd string was just a pull one time with my middle finger. And then double pull. Middle finger, 3rd finger for me. So that's going to be A chord. That A chord is going to drop down the 5th of it. It's got an A and E to an A and an E flat. Okay? So get used to that and get used to the speed of it. And really pop that. Give it character. That's one of the reasons you want to be able to play with your fingers, whether it's a pick in a hybrid style this way or whether it's a thumb pick. You want to pop those notes. Okay. Next thing we've got is a D chord, which is an F sharp and a D on the 3rd and 2nd string. So that's what the next chord we've hit there with middle and 3rd finger. Now as soon as I catch those, I've got to get the top string, 7th fret, 4th string. And then, here we go. This is the nice little hammer-on that would kind of be a country or a rockabilly style sound right there. Okay. Go back and hit, after you do your hammer-on, from the 5th fret, hammering into the 6th fret, 3rd string, hit the 7th fret, 4th string. Okay, so again, start it. Now all of a sudden I hit the top string and I drop back what would be an A7 back into literally it's like 2 pieces out of a D9 chord, but so it's an F sharp and a C. Okay. Practice that before we get to the next part. Okay, in the last section we ended with this chord right here. So we worked our way into it. Alright, so I had you practice that. Now we're going into the next part. From this chord here, which is F sharp and a C, you're going to go into an A and a C sharp. 2nd string and 3rd string, 2nd fret. Then immediately a pinky's going to reach out, and this is how Jerry played it. So here into the pinky, 5th fret, 4th string. Then I'm going to go E, E flat, down to D. So I'm going to make sure and keep that constant drive there to get down to an open string. Go ahead and finish that phrase out for you. So okay, Okay, so did you see how I got back into that? So one more time, start from here. Okay, let's go through each note, especially coming out of the 4th, 5th string. 2nd and 3rd string harmony, 5th fret, 4th string, E, E flat, D, okay? And with a pick, you're going to be actually using a down-up technique. Bum, 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 like that, okay? D open, C, D, so then back to C, then we'll go into the phrase that takes us each time back into the chorus part of the song. And you may hear me lots of ripping with my middle and index finger right there to create that type of character. So you really want to get as much as you can actually have you know, as much action and energy as you can put into it with your calluses. You know, practice that with your right hand resting, doing nothing, and that will bring out more character in your playing. Okay. Okay, in the next section, we're going to start with a little breakdown part with the 4th string, E, G, E, and then a harmony, A and C sharp. Okay? So really at a good speed, you can see the energy of that. Using the open 2nd and 3rd to the 2nd fret, 2nd and 3rd string. Okay? So it's like I'm literally trying to recreate what I just did in the open and 2nd fret all the way up to the 5th fret and the 7th fret. Check that out. Slide into the 7th fret, 4th string. Then I'm catching middle finger and 3rd. There's that technique, that claw technique that Jerry played with. Watch that slow. I went flat on 5, then flat on 7 with that A note in between. Back to the A, and then a hammer on. Here we are into that kind of country sound. Hammering into it right there. It leaves me in an A7 chord, literally. Alright, next part. Let me work my way into it. Sliding up to the 8th fret and the 9th fret. 8th fret, 2nd string, 9th fret, 3rd string. After I slide into the 8th and 9th fret, going back to a D chord, 7th fret, and then a hammer on. Make sure you get the hammer on. That's going to be 4th string, 7 up to 10. And then pop it again together, 3rd and 2nd string, which is that really makes a D7 chord right there. So see how that landed right there? After coming into that, okay, to finish that off and get back into the chorus again, we're just going to come out of what we just finished with right into that. So I just went. Okay, you see what happened there? We kind of shaved part of it off So literally open and 2nd fret, and then slide into 7th fret, then 5th fret flat with 3rd and 2nd string, back to the 4th string, 7th fret. But then, instead of going forward like we did before, we're going to catch a 1st string and 2nd string. And that's where we'll start into the phrase that descends into the next part. So I hope that helps out, working on Jerry Reed's The Claw. Okay, so I'm just working off of the YouTube video here. It says Jerry Reed teaches The Claw in quotations there. So it's right along in the video, about a minute 52 in a minute 52, minute 53. It's a video too that Tom Bresh had loaded up, where Jerry came over and was showing some different things, just a little bit slower than the actual song, but it is in A440 instead of tuned down a half step. So at that point in the song, he's sliding up to a 9th fret and a 10th. Okay, so this is in A, obviously. So we're coming off of that. So this is a major 3rd and a root. Drop that a whole step. So 9th and 10th goes down to 7th and 8th. Flat finger right there. Okay, and there's the signature, one of the signature pieces of the song. If you've seen the rest of the video, you've seen that. Into a D9 that he kind of stops in right there. Okay, and then the next part is, again, he doesn't stop and teach this. He just plays through it. That's what's funny. So he's actually not teaching it. He's just playing it a little slower and hopes you can catch on to it. But anyway, that's the next part we're looking at right there, which just is really cool on the guitar. So again, we're sliding up into a D9 right there, and then we go into a 3rd string and 5th string. We're walking up, open, 1st fret, 2nd fret, and then a pull off on the C to B 2nd string. Whoops. And then another 3rd string A, open E right there. Then slide, open, catching the 4th string and 3rd string, which is neat. It's almost like a quick D chord again. So that's. And then slide C to C sharp on the 5th string, which brings you back into an A chord. And then you pluck that high A right there. Okay? Really cool sound, okay? We'll look at the next part in a different segment. Okay, so the last phrase we just went through was this. Okay, so hopefully you've practiced that. And then we're going to hit an open A sharp on the 6th string, 6th fret, to walk into a B7 flat 9. Then chromatically take that flat 9 note that's up here off that B7, chromatically walk it to the 12th fret. Hit a low E, and then a second string open, and then the 12th fret right there. Then you're going to go to a 9th fret 5th string, okay, a 8th fret flat, and I'm literally just catching the 1st and 2nd string. Okay, and that right there is like an E9. So I've got a G sharp on the 4th string, 6th fret, and then right here, 7th fret on 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. And then bring myself into an A chord. Could be an A or A7, either one. So let me do that again. Okay, there's your walk in to get to that. Then you've got a 5th, 8th, 10th. Then you're going to go to this chord. Middle finger is on the 9th fret. This finger is flat. First finger is flat on the 8th fret, and then the pinky is the 2nd string. Okay, so, and when I sweep it down, I'll go 1, 2 at the bottom. So that's, my 4th string is really, you could have your 3rd finger down and do it this way. So you could move them that way if you wanted to. And I believe he actually goes 1, 2, 2, 1 in that particular video. And then we're just going to slide into a... Okay, so we're back into our A chord position again. This time, instead of like we've been going on 4th and 3rd string, we're on 5th and 4th, and moving it forward. See how I slide that into the 4th fret and the 5th. Forward, and then he just kind of finishes with a little like that. 5th string, 3rd string, and 2nd. Open, 1st, and then 2nd fret. Just a quick double hammer on.